Hello, Curious! Coca-Cola is the most famous carbonated drink in the world. Millions of people enjoy its taste every single day, but few of them realize to whom we owe it to and who came up with the original Coca-Cola recipe. That man was John S. Pemberton, who you will learn more about today in our episode. And contrary to appearance, he did not make a fortune thanks to his idea, and in fact, he even left the world in poverty and oblivion. However, these were not the only dramatic moments in his biography that you can learn about. And what demons has Pemberton had to contend with over the years? And how did he come up with the most iconic fizzy drink in history? And why did he not delight people at first? And why or to whom Coca-Cola became commercially successful over time? We'll get to this interesting story in a moment, but before we start, make sure you click on the subscription button, turn on the notifications, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up. The recipe for the original Coca-Cola is one of the best kept secrets in the world. Apparently, only 2 directors of the concern had access to the secret formula, and each of them knew it only as half. And it is true that from time to time, there are rumors in the media about the alleged disclosure of the recipe and leaks, thanks to which it finally saw the light of day. But the company strongly denies it each and every single time. The original recipe is kept in a specially prepared for this purpose vault located in Atlanta. This place is absolutely forbidden by any outsider to go in. Its creator, John S. Pemberton, was an extremely talented man. He studied medicine and pharmacy at the Medical University of Georgia, and at the age of 19 he obtained his medical degree. His real passion, however, was chemistry, and especially conducting experiments with combining various natural ingredients. Therefore, in addition to his medical title, he also obtained a license thanks to which he was able to prepare medical mixtures. And in the next few years, he achieved such perfection in this field that he decided to open a shop with his own health potions. Among them were preparations for healthy complexion, against hair loss or stomach ailments of some sort, and the ambitious young boy quickly gained a large group of satisfied customers. At the time in 1855, Pemberton was also doing very well in his private life. He found a beautiful wife, and their firstborn son was born shortly after they got married. Unfortunately, it wasn't possible for them to enjoy a peaceful life for a long time, because in 1861 the Civil War broke out and John joined the army to fight for the Confederate side, and he was badly injured on the battlefield and almost had to say goodbye to his life. Long treatment and rehabilitation did restore his health, however, they also had a positive effect in the form of addiction to morphine. So Pemberton, having medical knowledge, was looking for alternatives to relieve pain, so it was only the beginning of his adventure with narcotics. It did not change the fact that after the war, he returned to his previous profession and gained considerable publicity thanks to his cooperation with the Dr. Austin Walker, and together they founded an innovative laboratory and produced medical preparations that could not be obtained anywhere else. Pemberton imported ingredients even from South America to create them, and this way, one day, cocoa leaves fell into his hands. They were not only used to make medical potions, but the pharmacist himself took them in large amounts in a powdered form, and thus his addiction became even more severe. Besides that, he used the cocoa leaves with time for another purpose, namely to create a high percentage drink according to his own idea. French wine cocoa, as it was called, was based on French wine combined with cocoa, cola nuts, and other natural ingredients. The idea was so successful that it quickly gained recognition in bars and restaurants, but fate thwarted Pemberton's plans to mass produce because of the Prohibition era, and this forced him to experiment further and to prepare a soft drink. And since cocoa extract has already proven very well as an ingredient in various potions, it has also been used in the creation of a new drink at this time, and we note that in those days, this ingredient was not banned at all, and was even prescribed as a remedy for nervous disorders, headaches, and other ailments. So based on that, Pemberton created a sweet syrup which he mixed with cola nuts, sugar, and several other ingredients that remain a mystery to this very day, and he sent this prepared drink to pharmacies as a sedative, and also gave it the name Coca-Cola, which was invented by his accountant, Frank Robinson. Unfortunately, the beginnings of Coca-Cola were not successful at all. Customers were reluctant to use the new drug, and even when Pemberton personally went to pharmacies and distributed it for free, the attempts to mix the syrup with sparkling water in order to improve its taste or intensive promotion in the press also failed. So the inventor, however, still hoped for success and even applied Coca-Cola for a patent to secure a source of income. For several years, he promoted the drink, attracted investors, and encouraged customers to buy it. It even got to the point where he was selling off his own property so that he could afford it all. And at the same time, he even became more addicted and into debt, as over time he ran out of money not only for living, but also for acquiring illegal substances. As Coca-Cola sales continued to go down and Pemberton was on the brink of bankruptcy, he gave up his fight to expand his brand. He also made the decision to sell all Coca-Cola rights, and they were bought by a pharmacist named Asa Grings Candler for just $1,750. The investor of Coca-Cola died shortly after that, and he spent his final days in dire poverty, driven by a business failure. On the other hand, his drink in the hands of a new owner turned out to be a real success over time. Candler invested in advertising, decided to sell Coca-Cola in bottles, and even made deals with bottlers to sell the syrup. In this way, in 10 years, Coca-Cola became one of the most popular beverages in the United States and Canada, and it was only the beginning of the commercial success. It is also worth noting that the new owner of the brand gave up adding cocoa extract to the drink and replaced it with citric acid and various other fruit flavors. In production, however, he still used the rest of the ingredients entered in the original recipe created by John S. Pemberton, and this one, as we mentioned at the very beginning, is shrouded in mystery. So curious, are you guys fans of the drink? Have you ever wondered what it's really made of? And did you know that Coca-Cola doesn't taste the same everywhere? Don't forget to click on the subscription button, turn on the notifications, and leave a thumbs up so that you don't miss any of our future episodes with the wow effect. See you guys next time!